get execution down. They want to do things that they're going to have to do going forward. Don't have a letdown in this ball game. Make a statement early, get a win, go to the next game.
The two 7-footers on the floor, Isaac Johnson for Hawaii Manoa and Alex Ford. 7-footer in the middle for Hawaii Hilo, tipping it off, and it's the Vulcans who get the first crack at the basketball here. Little inter-island showdown. Julio Montes will fire from deep to get things started. That's off the mark. And a one-shot possession, glass cleared by Hunter Erickson for the Bows. 14th all-time meeting, official meeting between these two. Matchup that will count for Hawaii in the standings. An exhibition technically for Hawaii Hilo as the Vulcans in that zone we've seen last couple of games to start. Really a def elbow jumper, and that's good, and that'll get the scoring started.
And Harry is so effective at the free throw line extended, shoots that jump shot really, really well. The zone will be what Hilo Vulcans are going to try and really put on the Rainbow Warriors.
Another look at the rim. Villa unable to hit as we see the Hawaiian Financial FCU starting lineup scrolling across your screen. Usual 5 out there for Coach Aran Ganat. Bullock getting caught in the air. Finds an outlet in Erickson. One little change you see there. Dre Nobles into the starting lineup. First time this season for the Vulcans. Nice little high-low, and Johnson with the finish. Hawaii quickly 4-0 out of the gate.
Yeah, Rainbow Warriors playing from the inside. You get the bigs involved early, and they can feast.
Villa again getting a paint touch, a kick out. First 3 on the way. That's Brody Davis for Hawaii Hilo off the mark. And so far, the Vulcans 0 for 3 from the floor. Johnson with a miss and an easy little putback. It's got to feel good for him. A couple of early buckets. Guy coming in averaging just under 14 in a game. But already in those two Big West matchups last week, he had 12 combined points.
Yeah, he was struggling last week. Did not play as well as he had been playing. But those are adjustments because guys were playing on him tough.
Rainbow Warriors with the length advantage just about every matchup on the floor. It's going to be a fun one. 4 working on 4. That's Nobles, who's played his way into the starting lineup and gets UH Hilo on the board.
Well, something about the number 4. Everybody gets called Dre. Yeah, they're wearing number 4 out here.
You mentioned his first start of the season. Here's Johnson again, the high-low. Early adept, been feeding the big fish early on.
Well, one of the keys was make the bigs get involved, and they're doing just that. They are having a feast thus far.
Villa will get UH Hilo on the board. Excuse me, second bucket of the ball game. And makes it 8-4. Villa's first bucket. And again, Hawaii looking to get that ball to the high post against that zone. Here's Hunkin Clater for 3. Starting to feel a little more comfortable at the free throw line. Look pretty comfortable behind the three-point line right there.
When the inside is really being contested, then the outside opens up. And Aaron made the Vulcans pay on that position.
Still going to skip it across for Nobles here. Lefty who averaged 19 in the 2 Pat West meetings last week against Chaminade and HPU off on the triple try. Long rebound grab. Hawaii, as expected, early advantage on the glass as well. Here's Bullock behind the arc and back-to-back triples for the Bows. Out early, 14-4.
This is not what the Vulcans wanted to see early on.
Villa again able to get into the paint, but nothing doing. Nice job there defensively by Erickson. Vulcans just trying to keep pace, and we get a whistle on the drive from Nobles, and it'll take us. Nobles inserting in the starting lineup in his place, but we'll see him as an early sub here.
Rainbow Warriors look very fresh.
Montez, little ball fake to get the flyby, can't hit the 12-footer though. And Entezami making an immediate impact on the offensive glass. Second chance 3 on the way. That's no good. Another offensive rebound for the Vulcans, but an empty possession nonetheless. Talking to Coach Iona already kind of stressed settling in early and getting to that first media timeout within range. Not sure if down 10 was what he had in mind. They're going to have to readjust again.
I don't think he was thinking Hawaii would come out, Manoa would come out and shoot the ball as well as they've shot the ball in this game early on.
We're going to get an illegal screen here on Horu. As Hawaii now making 5 straight from the floor. Look at Coach Kaniela Iona, the Waimea native, 2001 Honoka'a graduate. An outstanding playing career over at Webster University in St. Louis. Two-time all-conference selection. He's actually part of the Webster Athletics Hall of Fame. Now in his 6th year in charge of his Vulcan program. And Tazami, the little poke away. Up ahead, he's going to go up and rise for the two-handed flush. So coming off the bench and providing a bit of a spark here in this one. Some with the offensive board last trip down, and then the swipe and the dunk pull the Vulcans back within 11. Erickson will pull again from deep. That's off the mark. Tip in, no good. Johnson nearly able to put it back once again, but ultimately cleared there by the Vulcans. Let's see if Hilo can maybe settle in a little bit. That's not going to help the cup for Hawaii. Good shift in there from Toomey.
Yeah, Toomey goes in and plays, and now a fresh 7-footer comes in. If you're the bigs for the Vulcans, you're sitting there going, my. They just keep them coming.
Amisha, nice feed from Erickson. Rainbows again find a lot of offense through that free throw area. Leads back out to 17. The lefty attacking, hanging, and hitting. Dre Nobles.
Dre Nobles says he's too small. My goodness, Dre. He did say that, I think. I love it.
Went for 18 against Chaminade in the loss last week, Saturday. Erickson catch and shoot. That's a little short. And rebounded by Jin Hosai. Another guy in his first year. A lot of new faces. A similar story to the Rainbow Warriors for the Vulcans. A lot of new guys filling in, and Hosai comes in, turns it over, taken away by Kerr. Finland's in the trailer. Easy lefty land. Johnson kind of clearing the airspace. Moved out there with a couple of fouls. Need him to match up the category. The only problem is Hawaii Manoa, that is, hasn't missed a whole lot from the field. There haven't been a lot of rebounds to grab.
And that's part of the problem. You've got to get them to miss a few shots.
Here's Higby on the aggressive take.
Good take on the inside, going inside. Now, you want to chip away. All you want to do is chip away. You got overwhelmed early.
We'll look back in, not wasting any time, but long on that 3 attempt. Higby quickly back the other way. The freshman out of Salt Lake City. Another added Utah connection to this matchup. Montez back in the ball game. Been held in check for the most part. 0 for 3 things he was looking forward to in this one, seeing some of those different matchups, playing a team that was going to spread them out a little bit more. And they could see later on in conference once they dive back into Big West play after the new year. A little extended pressure. That's the way he works it across the timeline. Up 15, Bullock hanging, and that one blocked by Horu. The Southern Indiana transfer. Division I player for the Screaming Eagles. Here's Rulia Death. Right down the pipe with 2 on the shot clock. Nearly a turnover, and it turns into 3 for the Vogues.
Those are back big breaker kind of plays.
Manoa doubling up the Vulcans once again. Here's Hosai. It's well off the mark. And a board by Ruliadev as Harry pulls in his second board. He goes right back to that elbow. He's done well passing and facilitating out of that spot. Now he'll drift right back to the corner, and that one's a little short. Horup goes up. Little added minutes here with the 2 fouls. in that side. Nobles went with the offhand, couldn't hit. Horowitz put back, no good. Another tip in off the mark from Nobles, and Manoa able to clear that possession here as we move near the 5-minute mark remaining here in the opening half. Def again serving. Eight to shoot here for the Rainbows, and it's Erickson who hit another, his second of the half, as Hawaii has been living behind the the three-point line. All but 2 of their points coming either in the paint or behind the arc.
Yeah, they're shooting the ball really well, and that's something that they had to work on, and it looks like they've done some work.
There's Montez getting his first points of the ball game. Second year here at UH Hilo. Leo Montez was a third-team All-Pac West selection a year ago. Kerr off the mark on that 3. Montez wants to push. Attacking Davis. Scooping it in from the right hand.
Yeah, it's a strong move. A little run here for Hilo. They need to keep chipping away. You want to get it down to 10, 12 points before the half.
A little poke away and the turnover. Leaving a nope for the Vulcans and the Rainbow Warriors to begin the second half that we saw start the ball game. And it will be Hawaii Hilo basketball to get us started here. As the Vulcans will put it in the hands of Montez to get things going. A little quiet there in the first half. He'll try his hand from distance, but that's off the mark as Julio Montez now 0 for 3 from deep, 2 of 7 from the floor overall. And once again, Vulcans in that zone. We saw this a little bit more towards the end of the half, extending the top of that zone out as Johnson is wrapped up on a post entry, and Alex Horuk will pick up his 3rd personal. I think quite a bit of that first half after picking up the 2nd. Good whistle for his 3rd. Less than half a minute in. Here's Hunkin Clater from deep. That's good. He's in a pair from deep, and he's now got 8.
Well, the three-point fest continues for the Rainbow Warriors coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, they have busted this zone with some pretty good efficiency right from the get-go. Montez hanging, can't hit. Horuk
Pushed off a couple of Rainbow Warriors. He got a 2 for 1.
And the Vulcans going to leave him out there. Boy, equaling their season high already with 10 made triples. Bullock puts it on the deck, hangs, and gives it over to Rulli. Definitely can't hit. The bunny with the left hand, second time goal.
Goodbye.
And he's got the big smile, does Harry, afterward. Knew he should have hit the first.
Yeah, goodbye.
Up his minutes as the season has gone along, as Rulli Adef completes the three-point play. We mentioned Horuk gives him a lot of size, a lot of experience. He came from Division I Southern Indiana. Rulli Adef going to get called for the bump. We saw 9 total fouls between the 2 teams in the first 20 minutes. A few more whistles to begin the second frame as Rulli Adef picks up his 2nd personal. The Rainbow Warriors enjoying a 30-point cushion here. Cody Davis got to reverse it around, and really nothing doing going up amongst the trees. Johnson and Rulli Adef protecting the rim there. Clater gets into the middle of that zone. Rulli Adef passed it really well out of the high post all first half. 4 assists for him in the first 20 minutes. Here's Erickson. Late shot clock 3's off the mark, and Nobles the board. The freshman Higbee hanging and hitting.
Gets another nice drive. He had one in the first half as well.
Yeah, he's got 6 points now. Joint top scorer with Josiah Villa. Higby, whose older brother Charles is also on the team. And Erickson, 6'5" freshman. It's Mamele from Hawaii. Ties there. Hunky Clater left alone. Double comes. Bullock, the beneficiary on the feed from Aaron Hunky Clater. And Villa quickly back down the other end. You got the 2 Villas and the 2 Higbys, pair of brothers, for Coach Iona and the Vulcans. Of course, Josiah starting his career here with the Rainbow Warriors. He spent 4 seasons over at Chaminade before now finishing up over at UH Hilo as Rulianev becomes the 2nd Rainbow Warrior into double figures. Nobles lost the handle just momentarily, got it back, but can't hit the short jumper. Johnson able to haul in his 4th rebound. Oh, an athletic play there, Bullock. He just glides and hangs.
Well, he plays bully ball a lot. And he loves physical contact. He does not mind it. And it actually balances him when he's getting ready to take shots.
Villa now working against Bullock. A little show and go here by Davis.
The one thing I'd like to see the Rainbow Warriors do right now is get Big Fish Johnson involved offensively. Find the big fella, as Dre Bullock has found his points, but his rebound even better when they're being fed and they get some opportunities to score the basketball. Now Hawaii's going to come out and put pressure on.
Changing up the look coming out of the timeout, and really able to go up for the rebound. We're talking about Big Fish. Already 6 points, 4 rebounds for Johnson. Taking just 5 shots from the field. Again.